And now some deck profile, just for the sake of completion in Colin's, Yu-Gi-Oh! Minecraft series. And he's got 2 Season 2 deck profiles and 0 Season 3 deck profiles. Make it make sense.
On my own. I saw
To be fair, he's got 2. He's with the Machina and the Quantum Rangers, but still.
I thought I could do the same.
Speedroid Tri-Eye Dice. Although, unlike with,
This deck is pretty OP. Okay?
Oh,
I don't inject.
yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that.
And that's because it's scripted.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not terrible with this deck. It's actually really good. Like, a couple of people have said that is one of the best decks.
Yeah, right. It's scripted. Yeah, I'm pulling back the curtain. The Tri-Eye Dice here makes more sense than Alan's deck. Although Alan could just replace Tri-Eye Dice with a Necro Garden, and no one would notice the difference. Although, to be fair, Necro Garden isn't a tuner, so you probably would notice the difference then.
I know everything. Like, for example, like this card, I didn't know the effect of this card, but apparently it's really good. And these two cards are really good. But
yeah, subs are pretty good.
And everything, and even if it's like old, new, because I do have some pretty new cards.
To be fair, Colin did use his Machina deck in Season 2. It's just that it was mostly the Ranger show. Though, again, he used his Machina deck more than Alan used his Dragon deck in frickin' Rise of the Dragon Lords.
My entire deck to probably get out because
it was cool to see, though, a backup deck, though. You know, you're not seeing the same frickin' deck every single episode. Not that seeing the same deck make a lot is a bad thing and automatically. It's just nice to have a little variety, you know?
That's kind of hard to have 4 monsters all.
Just take a break from one deck and then you can just come back the next episode with it, you know?
Not destroyed or anything. But with my upgraded deck, it should be fairly easy. I just need to draw them. And
to be fair, I think Colin did pretty well with his Machina deck this season. Mind you, he only used it like twice, and I think he won both duels. So technically, it has a better success rate in Season 2 than his Quantum Ranger deck.
Maybe a Gravity Blast there, meaning that my opponent can only.
Although that's if we're going on overall stats about how many decks had wins and stuff like that. No, the Rangers win, as in they had wins.
So now with this new upgraded deck, it should be easier for me to get out the force. But I'll explain.
I'm so surprised you managed to summon that thing even once. Then again, I think if you summon Machina Force, you automatically win the duel. Like, not literally, but for style points, something like that, you know, like, respect.
And, yeah, who knows, maybe I could find someone to even duel.
It's like, I lost the battle, I won the war.
The second card in my deck is Machina Mega Frame. His effect is pretty cool.
I love how it's just Machina Force, because his turn forward was like a freaking Megazord or something.
Mega Frame.
It's cool.
Machina Fortress you control sent to the graveyard. While this card is in your graveyard, you can banish the Machina Fortress from the graveyard, special summon this card. You can only
it's transforming, you see.
Machina Mega Form effect per turn. So that's pretty cool. So let's just say I have like a fortress in my hand, and I have a fortress in the graveyard with a Mega Form. I could actually activate the Mega Form's effect, banishing the fortress in the graveyard, special summoning the Mega Form, and then, activating his effect, and then special summoning the fortress, discarding him to the graveyard. So, and then, if my fortress is sent to the graveyard, I can just keep on doing that. Which is pretty cool. I got 2 of those guys, and then I also got Barrel Dragon.
Just for good luck, I guess.
Barrel Dragon is a new card to the deck.
Very new, I don't remember him at all in Season 1.
Here, I'm actually going to move these 2 guys together, because these guys
go together.
So
makes sense, you got yourself a Gatling Dragon now.
And Blowback Dragon. These guys are pretty cool. I haven't used their combo yet, but pretty much.
I don't think you ever do, but it's still a cool card.
Controls cost a coin 3 times and destroy it if it at least 2 of the results are heads. And then
the whole proton gun thing gets mocked, but like in the 4 kids like that. It's like, oh, of course they turn the actual gun into a freaking scientific laser weapon thing with fudge. I don't hate the lasers.
On the field, with the polymerization, you can actually fusion summon into Gallop.
At least they just like remove the guns entirely. They just change it from one kind of gun to another. Although it's funny how we go from laser guns to this. It's like, where did this come from? It was always there.
So if I draw 3 heads, that's 3 monsters gone. If I draw 1 head, 1 monster gone. 2 heads.
Yeah, it's just funny how they never changed those though. Those were allowed to stay.
So he's pretty strong. And
what's the?
I'll show you guys some combos.
The forkification is very
I can even make him
picky.
even stronger. I've
Oh,
never
this wasn't
actually
summoned
been
before.
able to,
You know what I'm trying to say. Censorship
special
is
summon
picky.
into him yet, because it's kind of hard, because with these two guys, I can't really bring them out.
Like, that was just a straight
with
Glock
Gearframe
on his
with
head.
Yeah, only with
He's the
Gearframe.
top of the gun.
Or, oh wait, no, or with the Gear Giant X.
With his
can't
mouth
really
being
bring
the
those guys
trigger,
out.
I just noticed.
So
Huh.
that's kind of hard.
That thing you pull
And then
back.
we have the Machina Fortress. This guy's effect is so insane. You guys all know the effect, or if you don't, that's okay. I'll explain it to you.
Discard,
You
discard
can
to
discard one
special
monster,
summon.
monster whose total level equal 8 or more, then special summon this card. If this card is destroyed
Imagine if it was
by
7.
battle,
Just
it's
discard
then
itself to
target
summon
one
itself.
card your opponent controls. Destroy that
I
card.
know why it has to be 8 for that
But
reason alone, but
if
it'd be
it's destroyed by
just
card
amazing
effect,
how much
that
better it would
target,
be.
Look at that target allows you to look at your opponent's hand and discard one card from their hand. So either or, you're discarding a card.
Mm.
And then also we have a Machina Soldier, which pretty much, if you control no other monsters, you can special summon Machina monster from your hand to the field.
Too bad Covington
Sniper,
isn't a Machina.
Machina.
Should have really had that line of text be like, this card is always treated as
except
a Machina.
So it's pretty much, I guess like a shield. For
It's the
Machina.
beat stick.
And then we have Machina Gearframe. Machina Gearframe.
You get this thing in one of the
pretty much
Yu-Gi-Oh
when I normal summon
games
them,
handed
I'm
to you
allowed
by the guy who had it
to,
originally.
I'm allowed to add one Machina.
I put it just because 1800 attack points. Heck yeah.
Except Machina Gearframe.
That's all I needed.
You can either target one Machina type you control, equip this card, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card.
Yeah,
and
Gear
special
Frame's pretty
summon it
dang good.
in face-up attack position. A monster can only be equipped with one union monster at a time. If this equipped monster would be destroyed, destroy that card instead.
Yeah, normal
So that's
union
pretty cool.
rules.
Now I do see some comments saying, "What is my ace card?" That's kind of hard to like.
Yeah, who's your ace
It's kinda
monster?
hard. I'd have to say that maybe a Gearframe is honestly my ace card.
Oh, it's
Because like I can do so many things with a Gearframe. I can do so many plays. He's just all in all like a good card.
Plus, he's
But
orange
also
like you
need
are.
Fortress, because the Fortress, he's super strong, super easy to pull out, and his effects are amazing.
Big Gear Frame makes
Next up, we have a
sense.
Defender, which one flip summon you add one Commander Covington, which is this guy right here, right beside him, from your deck to your hand.
That's it.
Now,
The end.
for Commander.
Not even the best stats
Inside
for
one
it's. I mean, it was
soldier,
fine for the time, I
one
guess,
Machina,
but these don't get better with time.
Sniper,
I'll just put it
one
that
Machina
way.
Defender, to the graveyard, special summon one Machina Force.
They
from your
really needed
or
a new
deck.
form, something like that. But then again, they just
So
changed
that's
how
how I think
Machinas
this
work in general. I
And then
mean,
we
they
have
kept the
Gear
idea
Ball,
alive, but they just
Fortress.
make new Machinas.
This
It's
is
probably
pretty
the way
much
that's the
just
other
a wall.
way to do it.
But it also has effects. Once per turn during your main phase, you can pay 800 mana points. This card can attack your
Opponent directly, yeah.
That effect isn't really useful unless.
Not really, it's a
it's
wall
specific
monster.
cards to
I don't really
use
use the
that.
pay
It's
800 to
really
attack
good.
directly
It's
thing.
Really that much.
It's because even
But
the
then you
manga
also
would just
have
use
the
it. I
Rage
use this as an
Generator, where
offensive
once per
wall.
turn
They
you
gave it
select
a.
one face-up monster
I
you
think they
control
gave it
to gain
effectively
life.
TCG or
Points
something
equal
like
to
that. Yeah, it
monster's
had to be.
level times 100. So
Well, to be fair,
if
it's got 2200 defense
four,
points and an
that's four.
effect, so that's not too
10,
bad.
1,000. So that's pretty cool.
You could load up with a bunch of equip spells and smack them.
Try.
Healing Wave Generator,
This is a new card.
healing, whatever.
Basically, he's a tuner monster.
He's a tuner that can negate attacks. The end.
Turner into some people. So during your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the next attack this turn from a monster your opponent controls. So that's pretty cool.
Colin tried being
Then we have
sneaky with
Bard,
this
Phoenix,
one and
Accelerator.
negate the next attack.
Now,
Unfortunately,
I
the opponent
know
just
you guys
attacked
are
the weak monster
cheating,
first
like,
and then blew it.
they're kind of bad.
What a waste. Yeah.
Basically,
Genetics were
the reason
really
why I
kind of bad
added them
until the
in
Link came out. Then they were freaking cracked. Like, literally, that one Link monster changed the entire archetype.
Genetics ally Axel.
It went from,
And
this is
Windows
kind of
Linux. I
bad,
had
to,
this guy
oh
in
my god,
Season 1.
stop.
I added this guy.
What do you mean not once per turn?
I don't know. I'd like someone help me out with this. And I really like this guy's effect, Windmill Genix. His effect is pretty good. This card gains 300 attack for each spell and trap card set.
I love Flare Scarab.
You can send one card from your hand to the graveyard to select and destroy one set spell or trap card. So that's insane. considering
It's MST, and it's not a once per turn, so you can just keep pitching and pitching and pitching and blowing up.
So yeah.
Unfortunately, they have to be set cards, but hey, you know, back row removal is back row removal.
To your hand, and you can reveal that monster to special summon it. So that's pretty cool. And then we have RJX controller. He doesn't have an effect, but he is a tuner. And then we have.
I can't see you adding a Genex from your deck to your hand unless someone activates the Dark Door.
Right inside the graveyard, you can add one union monster from your deck to your hand once per turn.
No, wait, not Dark Door. Dark Door is the one that says you can't attack.
And then we have this dude, Flare Synchron.
It's that one spell card. It's like, declare a card name. If it's in your opponent's deck, they must add it to their hand. Dark Designator. That was it.
One level 2 or lower monster from your hand.
Lovely has a 59 card deck.
And also,
it's just like FU 60 purists.
In Fortress, I usually go into familiar.
Okay, there's people that are just like, it has to be 40 or 60. There's no in between. It's like there's absolutely in between. We don't go 37, 38, 39, 40, 60.
Special summon this card from your hand. Each player can only use this effect of Unknown Synchron once per duel.
So just to piss off those people that are purists like this.
Because I don't really have
14 card extra deck. Okay, that was a little buggy, but whatever. If you can fill the thing, just don't. Oh.
Well, let's just rearrange that. Yeah, I don't really have a level 6 person for me to, like I said, go into, so it's kind of like, it's kind of useless. I don't know. But yeah, next up, we're going to get into our spells and traps. And we have Polymerization, Fusion Monster, Swords of Revealing Light.
Stall.
3 of your opponent's turns, or battle phases.
Monster Reborn, I don't need to explain.
One monster in either player's graveyard, special summon it. Mystic Space Typhoon, target.
Pop it back row, yeah.
Field, destroy that target. Twin Twisters, discard 1 card, then target.
Look, MST and Monster Reborn are staples. You just have to say I put them in my deck, and people are like, yeah, I get it.
100 attack.
I mean, they'd probably be like, where's the Twin Twister instead of Monster, instead of MST, but it's still one of those, like, yeah, it makes sense.
Minus if it's level 10, it's 1,000. You guys get
Burn of the Mighty was a deck that was a thing that pissed me off just back in the days before Xyz. Just like, I've weakened all of your monsters, so I'm going to keep playing my stall burn tactics. F you!
Gain 500 attack. So that's pretty useful. For gold armor, as long as you control the monster equipped.
But you know, eventually ranks and links came out, so who cares?
Monster. That guy's pretty cool. He has a lot of combos. And then we have 2 gravity blasters.
Hella useful card, especially machine decks.
Equipped it to a monster. You can activate this effect.
It's the only good thing to come out of Dyson Sphere.
Sorry, if you guys can't tell, I'm a little sick.
It's fine, dude.
But anyways, if it battles an opponent's monster, that monster's effect is negated during the battle phase, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's alright.
This attack,
it's pretty dang alright.
Even if it leaves the field or the monster becomes unaffected by card effects. So yeah, that's cool. And then we have Break Draw, equipped only to a Machina type monster.
Machine.
When the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, draw 1 card. Destroy this card during phase after the activation.
I don't like the blow up effect. I know it was because of the time they don't want it to be like too much draw power or just keep going crazy like that. But there are some monsters that already have the effect of like if it destroys a monster by battle, draw a card, like Aeronite Parsnip and stuff like that. So it's like, did it need this obstruct effect? No, but whatever. Like I said, wanted to future proof or something.
All attack position monsters your opponent controls through their hand. Bottomless Trapple. When your opponent summons a monster with 1,500 or more.
It's bottomless, dude. You don't gotta explain it. We get it.
1,500 or more attack.
It's always funny how Hitatsumi 2 Giant, his other things are. Hitatsumi Giant doesn't have 1,200. Has 1,200 attack, but it's not 1,500. What is there, a field spell up or something? It's got like 1,700, like Gaia Power or something.
Prism.
If so, that would make sense, but I don't see that.
When an opponent monster declares an attack, target that attacking monster, banish that target. Now. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm really sorry.
Mirror Force, Dimensional Prison, Compulse, you don't need to explain.
This guy's pretty cool.
But whatever, it's a deck profile, might as well explain every single card.
Bounce! This guy, here, I'm actually going to move this guy over here. Because these 3 cards are really good.
Yes, they are.
2 trap cards, I find. Like, let's just say...
Like I said in the Adult analysis, we got a lot of cards that say this card cannot be destroyed by battle, this card is unaffected, this card does this card does that. Not a lot that say this card can't be returned to the hand.
I don't know. Or,
I don't know, I guess Unaffected fits that bill, but still.
Let's be real. But these 3 cards are really good.
The Solemn Brigade is a very powerful brigade.
I'll get into those guys later. And then Scrap Iron Scarecrow.
I summon, no. I activate, no.
Cyber Shadow. Activate only during your opponent's main phase after activation. Special summon
That's
this card.
freaking custom
treated
card
as an
thing. You just
effect
like,
monster.
Solemn Judgment's text might as well just say no.
Dark Bride.
And no one would notice the difference.
First activated, your opponent draws 1 card. Also negate the spell or / trap activation, and if you do, destroy it. Now let's move into these 3 cards. These 3 cards are pretty cool. Solemn Warning. When a monster would be summoned, or when a spell or trap card is activated.
Or, if a monster effect is activated.
It is activated. That includes an effect that special summons a monster.
We
A 2,000
talk about
monster
Ash
is
covered a
summoned
lot. Look at
by
what Warding
activation, and
covers.
You destroy this card. So let's just say if Sika use Cyber Dragon Infinity, I'm just gonna use Cyber Dragon Infinity because I hate that card so much.
It is really annoying.
He attacks me. I use Scrap Iron Scarecrow, negates it, and if I use Solemn Warning, then I think I could like destroy him or something. Yeah.
Well, no, because the Infinity doesn't summon a
That's basically
monster.
what these 3 cards are for. Returning.
Like if he summons Infinity, you can solemn that. If he is already attacking when you use Infinity to negate, you can't.
1,500 life points. Negate the summon or activation.
You gotta stop summons, but not much else. I imagine there was like some rule in the roleplay, just like you can't run every single solemn card just for balance
Pretty strong.
reasons, you know. It's not really fun if you're consistently saying no.
We kind of already know, like, I don't know.
So that one would make a little bit of sense, you know.
Target 1.
Tornado Dragon, MST.
This guy, I recently just.
What if
figured out
MST
his
was a
effect is.
monster?
Pretty cool. Basically, once per turn, you can.
I like how this is the
detach
early
one
stages of
extra
Colin
from
being
this
interested in
card
these quantum
and target
rangers.
one other face-up position on the field. Change it to face-down position. This effect can be activated during either player's turn, and if this card has Super Quantum Green Layer as XYZ material. Wait, hold on. Oh.
Huh, I should build a Ranger deck.
Quantum Green Layer. Monster from X. Once per turn, you target 1 Super Quantum monster from your hand or field to this card as an XYZ material. Now, I don't really have any Super Quantums in my deck, but let's just say something may happen in the future.
Yep, something
That's all
certainly
I'm
does happen in the
I'm
future.
just gonna let you guys
Welcome to
enjoy
the future.
Okay. Now we have Heavy Armored Train Iron Wolf. This
Direct
guy-
attacker.
I'm basically gonna summarize these cards, unless
It's fun, not the
basically his
best,
effect is
but it's
that
fun.
I can attack directly by discarding 1 XYZ material. Pretty much. That's pretty much his effect. Gear Giant X. Once per
Search.
turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. Add 1 level 4 or lower Machina-type monster from your
It's
deck
their
from
King of
graveyard
the
to your
Pharaoh
hand.
Imps.
So
It's even got 2300 attack points. I wonder if they were trying to make a bit of a
this is
thing,
basically
like
Shell Power.
Pharaoh, like reptiles get that,
Number
machines
42
get
guys,
that.
how
Maybe they're
about-
gonna
don't
go
really
somewhere
use
with
it
that,
because
but then they
his
just
effect is
gave up
kinda
at some point.
useless.
I wouldn't mind if like the lower power arch
Comments down below
types
if
had a
you
bit
know his
more
effect.
like that, though.
Really, I don't know it. Well, I know it, but I just think it's completely useless. I
Yes,
detached
this
2
card
XYZ
was
material
kinda
from this card,
trash
special summon as many
until
power
Link
equal
formats.
tokens.
There are a lot of cards just like, this is garbage. Wait,
2,000
Links. Links
That's
don't need
pretty good.
Links can use
That means that they
tokens.
all have
I'm on
2,000.
it. Especially Firewall Dragon. Firewall Dragon broke a lot of the
Destroy
game.
them during the end phase. Also, your
It
opponent
needed
takes
that
no further
errata.
battle damage this turn. So basically,
I'm glad that Firewall is back. Some
So
people are anti-errata. Just like, no, you should keep it banned forever to preserve the safety.
These
I
guys
don't know,
have
some
attack,
cards it's
right?
like,
So they're
does this
meant for
need to be
attack.
banned forever?
my opponent can't take no further battle damage this turn. So then, all the tokens, since they're being destroyed this turn.
Also, they said that Firewall Dragon didn't show up as much in the anime
So it's
because of the
really,
ban list IRL.
not really
I don't
useful.
buy that one. Just the sheer fact
I don't
of
think there's
we
any
then
use
see it later be summoned and it's by
This
hey
guy's
frickin'
3,000
Yusaku
points.
when he faces some random
I
guy
think
who's
this
using a
guy
Goki
most-
deck, not Go,
because
some other
his
schmuck.
effect is really
So it's
cool.
like
I
he
it.
can't summon Firewall Dragon because it's
pretty
banned
much.
in real life.
I
Summons
summon two
Firewall
tokens,
Dragon despite it
and
being
I
banned in real life.
discard a token you discard any card.
Maybe there's some truth to it. I'm just saying. Like, you know, that episode could have been written before the ban list. You know?
But
Again, I'm
also,
just saying.
it cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects.
Yep.
Oh, wait, no.
Draco Sack's
This card
pretty
cannot be
dang
destroyed
good.
by battle or by card effects. If I control a token. Okay, so that's all the XYZ materials. Now we're gonna get into good, gritty stuff.
Yeah, not to
basically, I
mention
got
Simmons
powerful
Firewall
Mech
Dragon against
powerful
Go
Dragon.
when he in their Dino duel
Now,
when he's using the Dino Wrestlers.
These guys. No, wait.
So again, I don't
These
buy the
guys-
theory.
No, it's only Powerful Dragon. Powerful Dragon can go into Lifestream Dragon, which is pretty cool. So, Power Tool Mecha Dragon during your turn when an equipped spell card cards
Oops.
is equipped to this card, you can draw one card. You can only use this effect or Power Tool Mecha Dragon once per turn. During
It's pretty
either
dang alright.
player's turn, you can target one.
The dual dragons might as well be alternate artworks of the Cider dragons, but I still think they're cool artworks. I mean, they are entirely their own cards. I'm more making a joke when I say this, but they're still
next
cool
up, we
art.
got
one's the brightness of
Powerful
day,
Dragon.
there's the
His effect
darkness
is
of
also
night,
pretty cool.
stuff like
I can
that.
reveal 3 equipped spell cards from your deck. Then your
Except
opponent
for
can only add
Star
one of them to your
Spark
hand.
Dragon, who is
When you
shimmering
shuffle the
in
rest
light.
back into the deck, if this card would be destroyed, only
It's pretty dang
equipped with
nice, is what I'm saying.
equipped spell cards, you could send one of those cards to the graveyard instead.
Oh, Power 2. I'm glad you got a new form, but I'm also kind
Now
of
we have
sad
Gen
that was
X.
it.
With no Gen X,
It's like,
this
oh
card
boy,
does 300
we finally got new Power
spell
2
attack
support.
card.
Here's Braver Dragon to do a quick spell.
You can
That was it.
send one card
And
from
like
your
3
deck
more
to the
Tronic
graveyard
monsters.
to select and destroy.
I mean, they're good cards, but still, like, that's it.
One set spell or trap card. Now, before I move
You
on,
give Blue Eyes like
Powerful
60
Dragon
new cards a
is really
year, but you give like
also,
next
I just like to say
this whatever.
because look
It
how
should be
many
great if we gave us anything at
really
all. To be
insane
fair
spell
though.
cards I got that do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
I got Gravity Blaster.
you got a lot
I
of
got
quick
Drop
spells,
Knight, I got Burn of the Mighty.
or a
I
good
got
chunk
White
anyway.
Draw. I got like all 7 pleated.
It's a
And
shame he
all
never
these
summoned
cards do
Livestream Dragon,
insane
because that was the
damage.
entire reason Zila went there. They didn't even summon it
Either
once.
gain, attack points, or
You'd think he'd
just
summon it once at least, if only by
and then,
accident.
Livestream Dragon. This is kind of like if I'm in panic mode. Basically, when this card is
Or you have the
synchro
ability
summoned,
to.
you can make your life points become 4,000. You take no effect damage. If this face-up card on the field would be destroyed, you can banish one equipped speller.
I do like how it takes that aspect of Power 2 and kind of inverts it. Like, instead of unequipping the equipped spell, it
Pretty
uses
much
the
like,
equipped
let's just
spells
say
in
if I'm about
Grave.
to lose a duel and I have like 500
Also, it has a
life
great
points,
moment in the
I
anime
can
of it
almost
being
summon this
something
guy
like
and
that.
make my life points
That
become
one's just
4,000.
perfect.
So he's pretty
Life
cool.
is beautiful!
Gen X Ally Axel. Once per turn, you can discard one card to select one level.
It's a real dig.
One
It's a
or
cold
four.
take, but why did it take so
Or
long
the
for
hell.
Leo to be a
Okay.
signer?
To select
He finally
one
gets to
level
prove
4
dream of
or
becoming a
Pocket
signer,
Type
and there's
monster
only
from
like
your
11
graveyard
episodes
and
left in the
special
show. It's
summon.
like,
Attack
damn,
of the
man.
monster is doubled.
Oh well, at least he got to do it at all, I guess.
Attack your opponent directly. Remove that monster from.
At least we're not talking about like, man, Leo never got to become a signer. It's like, man, it's a shame he only got to be it for 11
and then
episodes,
Cloud
but you know,
Castle. This
could have
card's
been worse.
Kinda useful. Kinda. Like, I don't really go into him right away. He's more defense. When this card is synchro summon, you can target one level 9.
So it's crazy how Leo has more
your
duels than
graveyard
Luna,
special
despite
summon
Leo
card.
being the signer.
Level 8
It's
or
like,
level 6 attack
I know,
this
I'm
turn.
glad they gave it to another girl for the sake of diversity of the
attack
team, so
the turn they
Akiza
roll
isn't the
more spells.
token girl, but it's still like,
So,
eee!
let's just say if I got
At that point, you might as well have just made Leo the signer.
I could synchro summon into this.
Probably
guy,
change some things with the
back to
plot and stuff like that, and the spirit world and all that jazz, but
and
still like,
really drag
ew.
it into hand. Once per turn, you can banish one tuner from your hand.
Although I guess it's
Or
good
graveyard,
that not
target
every
one
single
card
character
and
is
destroy it.
necessarily a duelist. I
This
mean, they can
synchro
all
summon card is
duel, but they
destroyed by
don't
card effect.
specialize in
Sent-
dueling, I
and
guess,
sent to
or
graveyard.
something like
You
that. I
can
don't
one
know.
of the banished tuners. Add it to your hand.
Vermilion Dragon Mech is a great boss monster.
Gatling.
So it's Cloud Castle and the Gen X.
Okay, this is a pretty long video about me rambling on
About Yu-Gi-Oh cards, yeah, don't worry.
So I'm not gonna.
I've
show
seen
you
you
guys the
summon
card.
Vermilion Dragon deck more than
Please,
this is a level 8,
let me
something
know
like
what you
that.
guys want to see.
Cloud Cast is alright, just
You
to
know, there's
revive
so much
monsters.
stuff
It's
that we
good
can
for
do.
True King of all
I don't know
calamities,
what
who's
to do
banned
first.
IRL, so
Like,
yeah.
For example,
And the GX Ally Axel is pretty dang devastating, especially when the time is right. Summon monster, double stats, dang.
Maybe do a deck duel with certain decks.
Spoiler warning, that happens in the next
Usually
episode
does
that we're
not.
going to cover.
But anyways, hopefully you guys like this video, and hopefully this, proved to you guys that my deck isn't weak, and I'm not a bad duelist. You know,
I don't
I'm
think
good
you're a bad
It's
duelist. I don't
just-
think your
it's
deck is
scripted,
that
okay?
weak. It's just
But,
yeah, it's scripted.
Anyways,
Trust me, bro.
guess
Trust
I'll,
me.
Talk to you guys tomorrow.
It's just that unfortunately,
Guess
not
I'll
every single
continue
person can be the main
and-
character. You need your side characters. You know, it's good to have a side character who isn't that strong. It makes the side characters more realistic in that regard. Just like, okay, so there's a power threshold here. Some people are better than others, and some people aren't. But yeah, overall, good deck profile. I like what I saw. So thank you for showing us this comment, and I enjoyed that deck profile. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Later.